Yo, what up? This is MK Fresh. Time I push my takes. I mean, push my take. He already says scared. I mean, I'm threatening. Shout out to everybody been supporting us so far. And today I got a special guest, the big homie, the God MC. I mean, SA Hip Hop knows about this man that I'm about to talk to. What up, T from the V? I'm chilling, man. Tell the kids who T from the V is, you know,
Nah, it's just Tumi. All the other stuff is stuff I do, I think.
Yeah.
I MC, I write a little, I own a label, I battle.
So tell me about the record label. What did you think when you started the label? What was your whole approach on it?
It was for me. I wasn't trying to be a mogul. I wasn't trying to be puff. You know, what I had seen in the business so far made me realize that I can't do it like mom do, you know, because mom go to work, get paid for her work, and, you know, and she do what she want to do. If I want to do what I want to do, the label's like, nah, you gotta change it, you gotta do this, you gotta fit into this. So I was like, oh, man.
You know, what I'm taking from there is like everybody is necessary to make this ball a bigger ball, basically. Yeah. We're all gonna play the game.
Trust, man. Like, and I always see the movements as like, you know, like I was fortunate enough to be in like I guess the second wave, because the first wave is like POC, Black Noise, you know that, and then the second wave is like the Amo, Squatter Camp, the Club, you
Salvin,
know, exactly. And I think now, you know, this is like kind of third wave of like the movement where you have, you know, and it's now all inclusive. It's like Blackjacks, it's like Brother Moves On, it's, you know, Boys and Bucks, it's, you know what I mean, like Mutwako, you know what I mean, so. And to have seen it all and kind of being a part of it, like, I really appreciate what movement means.
Tell me a little bit about the band, man, how you formed the band. That was like a organic sound for me. It was like something that I could like listen to and just get my heart out, you know, when I bumped the volume. It's like, it really like was one of those pieces. And I read somewhere even Warren G, when they speak about local MCs, he points you out as one of his favorite, and it's like, you know, how did the band come about?
Yeah, Tumi and the Volume, man. Like, I think it was really just a marriage of like real bare nut like street culture, like just no music, no, just beatbox type freestyle rap, you know, from the streets. And this thing that was happening in this small jazz club in Melville, musicians improvising and just playing music every weekend or whatever, you know. And so it was a real marriage of that thing. And there were a lot of things that came from that marriage, you know, Optical Ill, Lebu Mashile, you know, like all these poets and whatnot, Trust, you know. But I think the one thing that lived longer than, or that encapsulated that time was probably Tumi in the Volume. Like we married all of it, you know, like there was poetry in the band, there was rapping in the band, there was like jazz, like, you know, standards being played in the band, you know what I mean? So, and that's what helped with the success of the band, is that it wasn't just us on our own little mission. Everyone felt like they were part of this thing, you know what I mean? So they were like, yeah, those dudes are repping us, B. Like when we were on Fat Joe for the first time,
I remember that.
And, you know what I mean, dude? My mom saw that and she was terrified, B. She was like frightened. She was like, yo, they finally got you, you're gone. You're like, you're not my child anymore, you know what I mean? I never felt like I was the leader of the band, even if it said Tumi and the Volume. It was really like Mike and the Mechanics, like, you know, it's still a band, you know? So yeah, it was just like a great synergy, man, like the moon and stars aligned, I think, you know, and we had a great run, man, you know.
Respect.
We did a show at Opikopi, right? And we met this band called Relax from Norway, from Netherlands, and these dudes were like, look, man, because we were like, yo, man, how do we do this whole studio record with the band? I mean, I know how to record myself, but like studio with the... And he was like, forget all that. You have an incredible live show. Record that stuff over 2 nights. Package it, mix, master, package, sell that.
Sick.
You know, I remember a cypher at a supper club in Yeovil. Black Thought, M1 from Dead Press, Talib Kweli, MXO, random. Me and them. And Black Thought kicking this 5-minute freestyle about a helicopter, B. Just like went on about this helicopter, just violent. You know, and that stuff, dude, that stuff you will never forget, dude. You know,
Yeah.
that's the stuff that forms you, really. You know.
How do you incorporate your whole music into the outfits and obviously the sneakers, the stunt for kicks, and the kids want to know how does that come into your life, and you know what I mean? How did the soul thing sort of became the music thing, and how you want to appear and be looked at?
Yeah, I think for me it all started with basketball. For a large part of like my childhood, that was the alpha and omega for me. You know, it was, and you know, it introduced me to hip hop because, you know, one day I was watching TV and this guy started talking about how much he loved basketball. You know, Curtis Blow was like, yo, basketball is my favorite sport. I like the way they dribble up and down the court. And I was like, what? They playing basketball? And that shit got me, B. It got me. I was like, what is that? That is the coolest thing ever. That thing got me, man. I think that was, for me, the introduction to rap or hip hop music, you know. My mom, mom's political training or, you know, or brainwashing. And then also, dude, like this one guy flying through the air and changing everything you knew about gravity and the sport of basketball, you know.
Who the hell is that guy?
That's Michael Jordan, bro. Like, you know.
And I wanted to ask you, because there's a lot of like clips that you get caught on when cats, you know, you always talk about the Jumpman. What does the Jumpman sort of symbolize to your life? Why are you so obsessed about this guy that jumps so high? And
dog, like, think about like short, fat, couldn't rollerblade, couldn't skateboard, couldn't do shit. Like, could play, you know, had some handles. And this dude and Spike Lee start telling me it's these sneakers that make this dude fly through the, you know, and you watch that, like, you know, I don't think I was trying to be the best basketball player in the world, but I wanted a little bit of what that dude did, man, like, you know, that magic that he personified. Like, I wanted to be that dude, you know what I mean? And from the first time I saw that dude do that and saw his image on leather and plastic and glue, it was a wrap. It was a way of life as well, you know? It was like, yo, man, like, I am Maradona, B. I am Michael Jordan. Who you're not fucking with me, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know about everybody else, but I went through the whole troops. I went through the joints that light, you know, the Batman joints that light up. I went through I went through them joints. Dr. J and them were a bit, you know, and Magic Johnson, a bit too early for me. So I didn't really, you know, see the sneaker like that, you know. It was just like, you know, it must have been probably like a year or two after that, you know. It was that moment that, you know, that made me fall in love with just the actual shoe, you know.
Don't you think we should teach the kids now the idea that you actually work hard to get where certain guys are in this room? It's like, it's not like this guy just went this year and bought all these 100 kicks. Like, it was a progression of him growing into getting it. And that's why it's like, with my team, we also do 2 sneakers, because it's like, we're not trying to push people to consume stuff, but we're trying to show people that there is a story behind it.
Yeah, I mean, like, you see these joints, right? These were a gift from Nike, right?
Them grapes.
Them grapes were a gift from Nike. It's the worst gift I've ever gotten in my life. Because for a long time, for a very, very long time, these sneakers here haunted me. I love Fresh Prince, man, and Don Cheeto wasn't one of them. I didn't even know they were called grapes, bro. I just know, I know them as the purples. When Nike sent me that box, and I opened it, and it was I felt like my heart sank, man, because it was like, these are the ones I wanted to get. And I know when Nike gives you something now, it's about to be a Cheshire in like a month. That hunt, you know, you call this hunting for kicks? That hunt that I had, bro, for years, when I was in Amsterdam, like, You know the purples?
Yeah.
And them dudes are
It's
like,
what the
fuck
fuck
you talking about? You know what I mean? When you talk about kids working hard for like kicks and whatnot, you know, you gotta be fly to teach the babies, man. These kids, some of these kids ain't even gonna hear you if you out there looking all busted or whatever, you know?
Exactly.
But if you know, if your fresh kind of makes sense to them, they're like, oh, he out here talking about this Malcolm X shit, but them kicks, nigga, them kicks is fresh, you know? So I think there's also a plan there, you know, to just reach kids. These are before the championships. This is the dude working hard. This is the dude making his name, bro. You know what I mean? John Fours, these are 2003. I think released. So these were restored. The homie who sold them to me restored them shits. See how they crack here? Like he restored them and was like, yo.
And it was always criticized for that. Like the most criticism was 10 yellow on the
on the mesh,
and the tongue.
Exactly. To me, you know, Holy Trinity, 3, 4, 5. This to me is the best Jordan ever made. I know you 11 motherfuckers, and you know,
Concord niggas,
and them Concord niggas shooting each other over some plastic, whatever. Tinker, homie, you know what I mean? The homie Tinker designing shit.
No, I think he took it to another level, and that's what when you look at how sneakers were designed at that time, there was nothing close to what Jordan was doing, especially on the 3s and the 4s.
What's the silhouette?
Even the second one was really, everybody hates the second one, but the second was fire, to be quite honest.
I won't say a collector, but a lover of these joints, like when game recognized game, when somebody else look and go.
Yeah, that's ill, yeah. And half the time, that's when I speak to a lot of heads, it's always for when only one cat, not everybody, only that cat that knows what's up, says, yo man, actually you came out.
I won't be mad if you got the same kicks, right?
Yeah.
I won't be mad
too.
if you got the same kicks. Because I know you. It's different.
Yeah.
I will be mad
if
this 13-year-old kid got the joints. I will be mad, and I stay mad, and I'm a snob. I won't lie. I'm like, yo, cause I work, man. I work. You know, I work to get them shits. You know, so.
And I think that's the philosophy. Make sure that these kids work towards that. They're not coming in to, you know, b-boy stand there. Nah, you gotta actually give it time, give it your art and all of that. Like, we didn't have just 20 shoes just at once. We worked hard, you know? Shout out to T from the V. I'm really excited.
Bless King.
Blessings, my brother. Kosatu for now. We're out here hunting for cakes. Itama semateksini, minang sematekini, all lady teachers kela. I'm in the streets. Peace out, T from the V. We'll shout it out with the track. What track you wanna hear?
Any track?
From your stable, man.
For my set. Amanton Bazana remix. Ricky Rick. Yeah, you gotta get permission though.
Peace. Nah, that's your permission. You just introduced the track.
So I can get paid for it.
Yeah, you said